Hi everyone, welcome back to my Chimp Berserker channel. Today I've got a great watch mod from SKXMODS which turns a standard Casio AE1200 watch into a premium work of art. For anyone who doesn't know, the watch's nickname, the Casio Royale, is due to its resemblance to the watch that James Bond wore in Octopussy in 1983, played by Roger Moore. If you want to find a Seiko G757 Sports 100, you're going to have to pay over $1,000 US for a watch in good condition. Or the better alternative, I think, is to buy a lookalike Casio AE1200 and upgrade it using an SKX modification kit. The kit contains all the tools to do the job, including screwdriver, tweezers, spare gasket ring, bigger screws, and heavy-duty spring bar to hold more weight. The upgrade kit also contains a new scratch-resistant steel bezel and band that comes in multiple colors and styles. Also included is a sapphire crystal scratch-resistant glass, which is normally reserved for premium watches. The Casio watch has some great features such as a 10-year battery, date and time, stopwatch, world time, timer, and alarm, which is unfortunately let down by some non-durable parts, which was good for its time. In saying that, it's not a bad thing because it allows you to make a cheap purchase for this watch and then buy your upgrade kit, which is fun to put together. Alright, so let's get into it. So we got this mod kit. It's come specially packed in with all the things that you need. You got all your tools, your screwdrivers, your gasket, bracelet, and sapphire crystal bezel. And you can see it looks very nice and shiny. And we'll have a look at what it looks like when it's finished. So you'll have a lot of fun with this kit. It's if you've never done it before, it's something I do suggest that you do. You've got spring bars in this kit, and something to be wary is when you're trying to remove the spring bars, they can shoot across the room and potentially take out an eye, so you might be better to wear some eye protection. You don't need a spring bar tool. You can actually do it with a screwdriver like I did. I did fling it across the room accidentally, but yeah, safety goggles are better to use. Just make sure that people aren't around you when you're taking it out. Also, it is a bit finicky with the screws are very small, so just be patient. I'm wearing gloves. They did get a bit annoying, so you might actually find that you don't want to use gloves. It's completely up to you. Now we've just got to take out the gasket, and you got to clip out the module. Now it's held in together, so just be very delicate when you're taking it out. Make sure you put in the face plate the right way. And to make it match the module so that everything's like facing the right way. And when you're actually putting in the module, there are some tabs that clip into the buttons, so they've got to be flicked out so it clicks in place. As you can see in the video, I'll show you how you just push them out of the way and push the buttons just to make sure it looks like it's pressing properly, and that way you know you've done it right. Now, one important thing you need to do is put on the gasket properly, because it's responsible for keeping out all the water and retaining a water resistance in this watch. So you see that little spring? That spring is responsible for the sound, Now you've got to make sure that the back plate's put on correctly, otherwise if you put it upside down, you're not going to have any sound when you're actually operating the watch. And if you lose the spring, you're going to have to find a solution. So there is a solution, is you can use a spring bar and cut it in half to release out the little spring inside. And you need to cut the spring in half and put it in the little hole that the spring originally was in, and you can use that to connect up to the speaker. Alright, so just make sure that you tightly, just not super tight, but tight enough that it makes the complete connection, and tight enough so that there's a seal on the watch. Don't snap them off, be gentle. Alright, and then that's what it looks like. So now we just got to put on the band. So you've got these heavy duty spring bars. So also remember, make sure that you're wearing the eye protection in case an accident happens. Alright, so we just pull it back and it clicks into place. See, as I'm using you don't need a spring bar tool. Can help, but do what you like to do, but you don't have to do it. I found it was pretty easy to do it this way. Okay, so that's a nice. So you will probably find you will have to adjust it. I found this way too massive for me. So you're going to have to take out a few links. So as you can see, it's a bit massive. Got a smaller wrist. Okay, so you've got to take the screws out so you can take some of the links out. So just make sure you measure your wrist and see how many you need to take out. Doesn't matter if you have to do it a couple of times just to get the right amount. And you've got to make sure that these screws face the same way, because if you don't do that, you could be forcing it the other way and it's not going to connect into place. So you can see that in one of my other videos on the golden watch that I've done. Okay. Alright. So you put the screw back in. And tighten it up. Okay, and with this I found out later it was still a little bit loose, but I only fixed it up a bit later and took one more link out, and it was a perfect match to my wrist and felt really good, nice and tight, and yeah, perfect. So that's the modification. So what I'd like you to do is just check out the other videos, like and subscribe if you like this. I'll be making more videos, potentially doing more G-Shock mods and that type of thing. And let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to include or what you thought about the video. And check out on Chimps on a Chinwag, which is also a podcast that we do, me and Andrew, my friend. And also the Chimp Berserker channel on Instagram. Thank you. Bye for now.